Oh my, is that a great black-backed gull? They're very common around these parts of the country, but they're always a pleasant sight. It's just a seagull, Whiff. We see them all the time. I know, but they deserve some love too. And Whiff chortled away with his fish train, leaving Lily most perplexed. Many engines will tell you that Whiff is an odd duck. However, few know that Whiff likes to watch odd ducks too. Those are common mallards, very numerous in this region. Around the line he and the other museum engines work on, there are many interesting birds and other animals. One morning, his driver decided to get him a treat. Look what I found in the shop. He presented a book, A Guide to Bird Watching in Sodor and Mainland. I thought I could write down some of the birds you see on our journeys. Oh my, that's wonderful. Thank you. Whiff was excitedly scanning the air for the rest of the day to find birds to add to his book. Wherever he went, he chatted animatedly about his book and the birds he had seen so far that day. I saw a Eurasian blackcap perched on a wall near the Holt, and then I saw a whole flock of mallards on Ballyhoo Pond. Stafford sighed. That's well and good, Whiff, but which trucks are the ones for the cannery? The other engines were happy for Whiff, but they found he was now distracted looking for birds to check off his book. A few days later, as the sun started to set, Whiff was to pull a special dinner train up to the castle. It was a misty, dreary day. He backed down on his train at the junction, most upset. There's no way I can see any birds in this weather, he complained. Good, maybe you'll actually pay attention to what you're doing now. Oh, Lily, you know me. I can pay attention to the birds and do my work properly at the same time. I don't know, Whiff. All you seem to care about is birds recently. Why don't you come back down to earth for now? This is a very important train you're taking. And maybe I can take it better than you took the children's special a couple weeks ago, Whiff teased. Lily was about to retort when Whiff's guard blew the whistle and Whiff set off. As he turned onto the museum line, the rain really came down. Whiff was cold and miserable as he made his way down the line. He scanned the skies in a vague hope to see a bird, but he didn't even see a gull. As he traversed his way down the hill the middle station sits on, he spotted something in the distance. He squinted as the figure of a man waving a lamp at the level crossing swam into view. His driver quickly applied the brakes and Whiff eased to a stop right next to the man. What seems to be the problem, sir? Whiff asked anxiously. Oh, please, it's my chickens. I was on my way to take them to the vet when I got into an accident. He gestured behind him towards where a farm truck had collided with another car. Can you please take them to Norby? They have a disease and my kids will never forgive me if I let them all. The man swallowed hard. Whiff was eager to help the birds. I'm sure we can fit them all in our coaches. I don't think the passengers will like riding with a flock of sick chickens, pointed out the driver. Well, it's an emergency, Whiff insisted. The driver reluctantly agreed, and soon he, the farmer, and the guard brought the chickens into the brake coach. They weren't in an energetic mood and came quietly. The passengers were surprised, but helped with the rescue. Soon almost 3 dozen chickens were settled among the seats with their farmer. The train soon set off. Whiff went as fast as he could in the heavy rain. The passengers cheered him on as they chuntered steadily up the line. In no time, the train pulled safely into the town station. The passengers helped the farmer round up his flock and bring them to the vet's office. Then they reboarded the train and made their way to the castle. The Earl was anxiously pacing the platform when the heavily delayed train finally straggled into the station. The Earl was about to question their tardiness when the passengers burst out of their coaches. Many of them had feathers stuck to their clothes. "Your engine's a real hero," one said. "Those chickens would have died in the cold rain if your engine hadn't saved them. It was a most thrilling adventure." The Earl was most confused, but said nothing as he led the party up to the castle. Whiff was happy he had been able to help, but still was worried about what the Earl would have to say. The next morning, the Earl came to the sheds with the farmer. "Well, Whiff, I heard your interest in birds came in use last night. My guest told me all about your heroism, and the farmer has swung by this morning to thank you for your assistance." "My chickens wouldn't have made it through the night if it wasn't for your help, Whiff. Me and my family are most grateful." Oh, it was no problem, sir. I'm happy to help," Whiff said, abashed. "Indeed, I'm most proud of you, Whiff." I would like to give you these as a thanks. They hatched last night in the vet's office." The farmer presented 2 little chicks. "The Earl has assured me that they will have a nice home here." "Oh, yes, sir. Yes, very much. They can come live in the shed with me. Oh, it'll be most exciting. Ho, Whiff. I'm sure our workmen will build them a little house to live in." Now, the chickens are a part of a little family who live in a little hut next to the train tracks at the castle. They often walk onto the platform to greet visitors and the engines. The drivers make sure to give them plenty of food. Whiff adores them and ensures that they are given the utmost care. He still bird watches from time to time, but always says, "I don't need to look for other birds, 'cause mine are up at the castle waiting for me." And the other engines couldn't argue with that.